أهلا بكم الزول في اللوان. السلام عليكم، أهلا وسهلا عليك فلان، وأهلا يا علان في صفحة الهواري الصحافة. اليوم في الصفحة رانا راح نتناولوا موضوع الساعة، الموضوع الحالي، ألا وهو موضوع الكورونا. هل الكورونا مرض أم يدخل في سياسة النظام المالي الجديد، النظام الأمريكي الصهيوني الصهيو أمريكي؟ نعم، هل هو الكورونا مرض أم تجارة أم وسيلة للضغط على الدول وتحصيل من عندها الأموال؟ اليوم رانا راح نحكيو عن النظام المالي العالمي. نترك لكم الوصول إلى الخلاصات.
Under this fractional reserve scheme, we inevitably become debt slaves to a ruling class of financial elite, not because they are better or smarter than anyone else, but because they have rigged the system to benefit themselves at the expense of most people on the planet. Catherine Austin Fitts is an expert on this issue. She was an Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development under President George Bush Sr., and then an advisor to the Clinton administration.
Let's set up a game of Monopoly and you want to buy Park Place. What I can continually do is just print money, give myself more money, lower the value of your money by printing more. No matter how hardworking you are or how successful you are, I can always end up buying you for free.
So how come if you or I make up money it's called counterfeiting, but if the banks do it, it's increasing the money supply? How did the banks get this power? This is Jekyll Island, where in 1910, representatives from the Rockefellers, Rothschilds, Morgans, and other private bankers gathered, secretly, to draft the legislation that would create the Federal Reserve. Ed Griffin literally wrote the book on what happened at Jekyll Island.
Central banks are banking cartels which have gone into partnership with the respective governments in the countries where they operate. And they've been given monopolistic power over the creation of the nation's money supply. That's what the politicians handed to them as a gift, you might say, for the partnership. Now, in return, what did the bankers do for the politicians? They promised to create money out of nothing, now that they've got this legal power to do it anytime the government needs it.
And since 2008, we've witnessed the greatest fake money printing run in recorded history. This financial sleight of hand disguises the costs, hides who's to blame, and leaves us as debt slaves working to pay off the bill. I found it revealing that in the same year the Federal Reserve was founded, 1913, the Internal Revenue Service was also established. An income tax was then instigated so you and I would have to pay the politicians' debt plus interest to the bankers.
The problem is we have a privately owned central bank system in the United States disguised as a government-owned system. Now, if you look in the telephone book here in the Washington, D.C. area, you look up for Federal Reserve in the blue government pages, it's not there. It's in the white pages right next to Federal Express. It's a privately owned central bank.
What is the proper relationship? What should be the proper relationship between a chairman of the Fed and a president of the United States?
Well, first of all, the Federal Reserve.
The bundlers of the debt knew it was only a matter of time before someone would open that box and see that the content was worthless, since they were the ones who packed the boxes in the first place.
إلى نهاية الفيديو، وما عساني أن أقول في ختام هذا الموضوع أنه هذه الفكرة يذكرني بها الكاتب الأمريكي رون روزنبوم، أن في أعماق كل صحفي تكمن نسخة من عالم النفس الشهير فرويد. فالصحفي مثله مثل مؤسس علم التحليل النفسي يعتقد أن أهم الأشياء في العالم خافية وتحتاج إلى من ينقب عنها ويستخرجها، سواء عن طريق